My name is Sarah, and I'm one of the literacy leaders at Girls Inc. of Orange County. My pronouns are she, her, and hers. Not only am I one of the literacy leaders, but I am the self-proclaimed Disney expert at Girls Inc. I love pretty much anything Disney, especially the characters. I think the storytellers do a great job of bringing these characters to life and having us learn to either love or hate them. Now, I love pretty much all of the characters, like the princesses and anyone from Pixar, some of the classics like Winnie the Pooh, but some of my favorites are the Disney villains. I have a pretty soft spot for the Disney villains, and here's why. I am a huge believer that you can learn almost anything from anyone. Everyone has something to offer and to teach us, whether that be something we should do or something that we shouldn't. And I think that some of these villains, especially the leading ladies of bad, are no exception. I'm talking characters like Ursula or Cruella de Vil or Mother Gothel or especially Maleficent. I think there's no way that you can deny that these ladies are strong, smart, and bold. They're powerful, they use their brains, and they're not afraid to fight for the things that they want. And those aren't bad things. So then, if they're being strong, smart, and bold, how are they the villains? Now, I think that these ladies have a lot to teach us about how to be strong, smart, and bold, but I think they also have some major character flaws that we can't ignore, and we can learn from those mistakes. When we learn from the mistakes of other people, it makes it really easy to avoid making those mistakes in our own lives, and ultimately, we're better off for it. And I think there's no better place to start than with the original evil queen from Snow White.
Disney trivia time.
Did you know that the evil queen actually does have a real name? If you think you know her name, leave it down in the comments below, and then I'll reveal the answer in the next video. Now, the evil queen definitely shows that she's powerful. She's quick to come up with plans. She rules a kingdom without a king by her side, and I think that those are great characteristics. She's definitely strong, smart, and bold. But I think there's two things that she's guilty of that help her become the villain that she is. And it's honestly not even that she tried to kill Snow White. I think that something happened before then that led her up to that point. And ultimately, I think the two biggest things that she's guilty of are her own vanity and that she was constantly comparing herself to other people. So vanity is defined as being overly proud of your appearances and your accomplishments. Now, that's not to say that being proud of what you've accomplished or liking the way that you look is bad. What it does mean is that when those are the only things that you start to focus on, it can start to lead you down a rocky path, kind of like the evil queen. She was so consumed by her looks and was so vain that she had this constant need to ensure that she was the fairest one in the land. And by doing that, she was consistently comparing herself to those around her. With apps like TikTok or Instagram or even Facebook or YouTube, it can be really easy to fall into this idea that the things that I've accomplished aren't good enough, that the way that I look isn't good enough compared to what I see other people doing. And when I do that, it can be really easy for me to be really jealous or bitter or angry with people that I've never even met. So when I compare myself to other people, I can pretty easily forget that the things that I'm seeing on their pages is probably not real. It's either been heavily edited, or it has a lot of filters, or they've cut stuff out and they're really only showing the best parts of what's probably just a regular life, just like mine. Reasons why I love the evil queen. I think that she's more of a cautionary tale for us. So she is what happens when we allow our own vanity and this need to compare ourselves to others take over our lives. I think that if she had celebrated who she was and recognized and celebrated Snow White for who she was, things would have been different. But she was so consumed by this need to be better than Snow White that it ultimately consumed her to the point where she set out to hurt those who stopped her from being the best. And in the end, it destroyed her. So in our own lives, when we start to act out of jealousy or vanity, it can not only hurt us, but it can hurt the people around us to the point where they might not want to be around us anymore. So I have 3 little tips on how to avoid turning into the evil queen in your own life. Number 1, celebrate and accept and appreciate your body, but recognize that you have so much more to offer to the world than just how you look. Number 2, celebrate your accomplishments and don't let other people make you feel bad about liking the things that you like and doing the things that you do. And number 3, on that same note, celebrate the accomplishments of other people. Don't forget, it's easy to fall victim of being jealous of someone. However, while you're out there being jealous of somebody about their accomplishments, don't forget about the fact that they are probably feeling jealous about you and your accomplishments. So I hope you enjoyed our little look into the evil queen today and learned a little bit about how to avoid becoming her in your own life. And I have a challenge of the day for you.
Challenge of the day.
Go social media free. What? Go social media free. Take a break from social media. Make it for an hour, make it for a day, a week, a month. It's really easy to fall victim of being jealous of someone when all you're doing is looking at the screen. Until next time, remember that you are strong, smart, and bold. We'll see ya.